start. Arromen, are you the type of people that get up in the morning and actually do the things that need to be done? Make a reverse W like they just did. Hold it up. Are you guys ready?
Change happens slowly here. A rustic elegance graces well-worn paths, the cry of a distant coyote, the rustle of a warm breeze, the pervasive scent of so many campfires, and a euphoric laughter spilling out from every secret hiding place. This old camp has a way of making you feel like a kid again, instantly unlocking boyhood memories of adventure, responsibility, independence, and of course, the importance of confidence and self-reliance. They say that time flies over us and leaves a shadow behind. For some, all that's left here are the hallowed remains of a lost kingdom, where kids were just being kids. For others, this place is kind of a dump. But no matter how you see it, an army of bulldozers is set to level the place in 72 hours. You are now the only witnesses to the story of how our camp was saved from destruction. And why.
What's that?
Oh, that? Well, that's the arrow. You know, the one from the dining hall?
There's no arrow in the dining hall.
Well, sure there is. It's been hanging there in front of a special box ever since they built this place. In fact, I'm actually the first one that's been allowed to take it outside like this. None of you guys have ever noticed the arrow? Well, it's the real deal. Legend has it that when they were first looking for a place to build this camp, they found this arrow lodged into a tree right where the dining hall is today. It's been hanging there above the door, watching over the camp ever since. Now it's time to make your own arrows. What do you think we'll need?
Stuff.
Stuff, good guess. And here it is. We'll need a tip, knock, and
Fake feathers.
fletchings. You're right, these are made of plastic, but they're often made of feathers.
Why?
That's just how arrows are made now.
I mean, what's the point?
Good question, Benny. Fletchings keep an arrow on course. They add balance and stability. They will make an arrow fly straight and true. Without them, an arrow would never hit its target. Well, this is a tri-fletcher, Benny. A tri-fletcher sets all three fletchings at once. It brings all the pieces together at the right place and at the same time.
Do you guys hear something?
What is it?
The sound of someone making less than minimum wage.
What are you guys up to?
Nothing much. We were just explaining to Long here why nobody likes him.
Because I take all your women.
Oh, do you, Long? And where do you take them? To the craft store?
Hey, Trey Miner, you done here or what?
No. I gotta hang for another half hour.
Well, we were going to work on the rededication ceremony,
Whoa,
but...
rededication is a big word. If we don't start now, Casey will never get it memorized.
Yeah, and Long will never feel important. Got that script yet?
Yeah, Trey Miner, where's the script?
Should be ready any day now.
Tommy. When the kids arrive for camp next summer, this entire waterfront will be totally unrecognizable. First, we're going to put in a brand new floating pier, then another hot box, and a brand new boating area. Huh?
This is Chuck Limbaugh, I believe. He's visiting with friends this week. Isn't that right, Lee?
That's right. These guys worked out here on camp staff many years ago, and we've invited them this week to enjoy the last week of camp before construction begins.
I know who these guys are. Chuck, Gene. How are you, Lance? What's up, guys?
Can we have a word?
Oh, yeah, excuse me. I'll be just a moment. So, what's up, guys?
What's up? You're destroying the camp. Did I hear that right?
Chuck, nobody's destroying anything.
Then what do you call leveling all the buildings?
And what's this I hear about a new staff cabin? How could you?
Guys, settle down. We all knew this was going to have to happen eventually.
Next, he'll tell us he's going to tear down the old water tower.
Oh, I better get going here.
You have got to be joking!
Oh, it's like 60 years old, Chuck. It's practically a bunch of termites holding hands.
Dad?
Oh, hi, Trey, come here.
Now, don't you think it would be better to just update a few buildings around here? Perhaps install a new compass course? Better than destroying the old staff cabin?
Well, we really need a computer lab or some new AV equipment for cinematography.
Well, you don't have to tear down any buildings out here to film. I mean, what if we put a new pioneering area?
They are doing these programs in schools and other camps.
You have an obligation to protect this camp, a scout camp, not a robot camp.
What do robots have to do with anything?
These kids are missing out on everything that makes scouting worth it. Everything that makes this camp special.
Come on.
What about you, Trey? You want to see the camp bulldozed to oblivion? Trey?
Guys, you're friends.
We're done here.
It's fine. We have a rededication ceremony in less than 72 hours. This lodge advisor needs to go check in on his lodge chief.
Good luck with that script, Trey. 2 more days.
I know. Oh, Mr. Spell, I didn't know you were still here.
I just want to stop in and check on you before I headed home. How's the script for the rededication coming?
It's okay. Oh, actually, I haven't written a single word yet.
What's the problem?
I just don't know what to say. Everyone's just so upset over what's happening to the camp.
People have a deep emotional connection with scouting, and especially this old camp. You just have to get them to focus and reflect on the right things. You'll figure it out.
All right, who's gonna wake them up?
Not you.
What does it matter?
Wait, how do we wake him up?
You don't know this?
I've never haunted anyone's dreams before.
If you only knew.
Quiet! You'll wake them up!
Isn't that the point?
Why?
Hello. Hi there. I'm Bear.
I'm Doc.
They call me Slip.
Who else is there?
Just us.
What? Who?
I'm Slip.
I'm Doc.
I'm Bear, and he's Art.
Hello.
We're the Tri-Fletchers.
Just the same. What are you guys?
Best to let Doc explain that. Doc?
Thank you, Bear. You, sir, are suffering from acute, undifferentiated, hallucinatory delusions brought on by feelings of estrangement and extreme amounts of stress and anxiety.
Are you ghosts?
Seriously? Come on, man.
Grow up.
Well, maybe. Or this could be one of those dream sequence plots.
Oh, please, not that old trope.
It's a legitimate plot device, Art. Hitchcock used dream sequences.
It's a tired, diegetic, and lazy story.
But that's not really important now, is it, guys?
Just ask us for help, and we'll be there for you. We promise.
But remember, only you can tell us what kind of help you really need.
Be honest. We can take it.
If you will trust us, we will trust you.
Wait, what test?
Oh, look, the time just got away from us. Time flies when you really should be medicated.
We gotta run, but hey, just a little tip for tomorrow. Don't lose sight of the arrow.
Don't lose sight of the arrow.
Wait, what's up with all this fog and what tests?
See you tomorrow.
Don't lose sight of the arrow.
Sight of the arrow.
Is everyone finished with their arrows?
My fletchings are perfect.
Mine's the best.
That is the ugliest arrow I have ever seen.
And number 3, only one archer. Benny, no! Give me back that arrow. What did I tell you yesterday? Not to touch the arrow. Now, head back to your campsite now.
Sorry, I was just kidding around.
Go, Benny.
Jeez. No one understands me.
Look, I'm really sorry about that, you guys. He won't be interrupting us anymore today.
Hey, Trey Minor.
Oh, Lee, how's it going?
Just checking in. How goes it?
Well, to be completely honest, I feel like I hardly slept at all last night. I woke up with this huge bump on my head that hurts like crazy. The rededication ceremony's tomorrow night and haven't written a single word, and to top all that off, I just had to throw this jerk kid out of my class.
Yeah, bummer. I just saw that.
I hear one of my boys gave you some trouble this morning.
Look, I'm really sorry about that, Mr. Seabrill. I shouldn't have yelled at him. I'll be happy to make up anything he missed.
Oh, he's not missing anything. I sent him down to the range and told him to behave himself. I'm sorry you had to put up with that.
Oh, thanks for understanding.
Nowadays, kids just want to play video games. Assassin's Creed, Halo, Metal Gear Solid. Just think, in 48 hours, this camp will cease to exist.
Look, I'm really sorry about that, Mr. Seabrill. I know this place must mean the world to you. I wish there was some way to stop those bulldozers.
Bulldozers? No, I don't care about that.
Really?
They can flatten this place for all I care.
After all these years, you don't care?
Nope. You ever been here when there are no campers around, like in the off-season?
Well, yeah, sure.
Not me.
Why not?
Too depressing. If there are no campers around, no scout camp. It might as well be a setting for a horror picture.
I've never thought of it that way.
Far too often, we make sacred the trivial and trivialize the sacred. Take a kid like Benny, for example. This summer at camp, the best food he's had all year. And with your archery class, the most attention anyone's paid to him for years, for weeks at least. When a kid like Benny acts out, you got to remind yourself what it would be like if he wasn't at scout camp. You've got to look past the bad things he's doing and look forward to the good things coming. The good things coming if you set him on the right direction. If you want to make a difference in this organization, you've got to find a place in your heart for these kids.
You know, you're a real master at this, Mr. Seabrill.
I'm just an old scoutmaster. I don't know anything.
Oh, no. Benny, buddy, where are you?
Whoa! Choose your destiny.
For the last time, put that away.
Flawless victory.
Benny, please give me back that arrow. You know it's not a toy.
Wait, is that the arrow?
Yeah, it is, but it's okay. I got this.
Kid's out of control. Give me the arrow right now or you're going home.
Fine! I don't want your stupid arrow anyway!
Get back to your campsite.
No, wait!
Gladly!
Benny, come back! You don't have to go.
Call. I don't think it's damaged.
Thanks.
All right, everyone, that's it for the day. The kiln is at 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll stoke the coals and keep it baking in the afternoon. We'll fire the rest of your pottery then. See you after lunch.
What is that? What is that? Is that the...
Wait, that's not the...
What?
I think we have a problem.
That's not the...
No
Sorry,
way.
man.
Was that the...
I can't believe I'm telling you this, but that wasn't the real arrow.
Excuse me?
That arrow wasn't the real one. See, I had just got this new camera that summer, and one night we decided it would be fun to sneak into the dining hall, take the old arrow out of its case, and take pictures with it all over camp. See, we were going to take a picture of him knocking and drawing the arrow in his bow, like he was going to fire it across the lake. And I guess his fingers must have slipped because that's the last time anybody saw that arrow. Anyway, after that we called him Slip.
What about the arrow I've been carrying around all week? Where did it come from?
The archery range. I mean, your dad had the key. So we brought it back here, we painted it up to look old, but to tell you the truth, it never really compared to the old one. Well, that arrow was really important to people. It was a source of pride and inspiration and in its own way, mystery. When you told new campers the legend of the arrow, you could see their faces light up. And your dad, he just didn't think it was right to take that away from people if we didn't have to. So we put the new arrow in the case and we made a pact to try our best to protect this camp, to protect the spirit that arrow represented, you know?
That's how the OA started. They just wanted to make sure that when kids came to camp, they were met with the kind of stuff you're talking about. Brotherhood, cheerfulness, the sense that scouting served an important purpose. Like you said, things of the spirit. I guess you could say that they put the fletchings on an arrow.
I see why they asked you to write the ceremony. You know, back when we were kids, scouting was really important to people.
Scouting's really important to us, too.
Well, sure, but that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, what we had was real. You know?
What we have is real, too.
It's different. Scouting's just not the same. You know, it's funny what you said about putting the fletchings on an arrow, because that night that we made that pack, we also came up with a name for ourselves.
The Tri-Fletchers.
How did you know that?
It's written on the rafters of the old water tower. I noticed it the first time we climbed up there, but never really gave much thought as to what it meant. Maybe you need a new perspective.
Like what?
Maybe you're focused on the wrong arrow. I think I know how to write this now. The ceremony's tomorrow night, and it's about time we get ready.
Then shouldn't we do this at the council ring?
You know, that old council ring means a lot to people, but we didn't build it. The spot for that old council ring was chosen by some other guys a long time ago. This old water tower, this is our spot.
Yeah, not for long.
It's all about how you choose to see it, Casey. I think it's kind of cool to be at the beginning of something instead of the end.
Some people don't see it that way.
So we have to help them see, give them a new perspective. I want you guys to write a letter to an adult you know in Scouts.
About what?
Well, think about old Mr. Seabrill. He's like a tall, pale Yoda now, but he was a kid once. If you could write a letter to the kid he was back then, What do you think you'd tell him about your life? What would he need to know to best understand us and help us out today? Guys, we aren't ending anything tomorrow night.
The youth members of our OA Lodge have put together a special ceremony to help us celebrate the past and look forward to the future.
Good evening. My name is Trey Major. I'm a member of the Order of the Arrow and am the chief of our local lodge. For the past several years, I have performed the role of the mighty chief in our ceremonies. And until this moment, every word that I have ever spoken while wearing this headdress has been written for me by other people. But tonight, the words I speak are mine, and mine alone. What should be said and done in this moment has weighed heavily on our minds this summer. And we have come to a conclusion. We will not allow anyone to destroy our camp. You see, that can't happen because no such place exists. This camp, like scouting, isn't a place. It's an idea. It's made out of people. It's made from those truly rare moments of delightful transience and chilling uncertainty that only exists on the razor edge of things.
One thing I learned from the OA is that no obstacle can survive a cheerful spirit. So many adults here demonstrate that cheerful spirit for us every day, and we want you to know how much we appreciate you and the attitude that you instill in each of us every time we interact with you. We need role models like you in our lives more than ever, because pessimism is all around us. No serious problem has a serious solution you can fit into a status update. Today's youth need the tools and training required to have and lead positive, productive conversations, not win divisive debates. We need mentors who encourage the parts of us that are brilliant, beautiful, and that love learning, change, and challenge. We need advisors who dissuade us from becoming pessimists, because none of us want to grow up to become angry old men.
Scouting is some of the most powerful stuff on earth, but it can't be a power reserved only for people who look and dress like I do. Not if we want more of it in the world. If we want scouting to grow and flourish and impact as many youth as possible, it has to be a place we can find all kinds of friends.
Our generation believes that scouting has the power to provide every young man with the keys to upward social mobility. To do this, it has to put today's kids ahead of its past in everything it does. It can't let antiquated ideas become sacred. It has to be passionate about the things that actually matter to the daily lives of the young people here and now.
We made this special red sash for you all to wear this week. Many of you traveled great distances, had much expense to get one. Just imagine how different the world could be if we all invested just half that time and energy to reach out to a kid who needs scouting. It can start any time we are ready. You see, it's so easy to lose sight of this arrow. In the OA, we are taught that when the moment of truth arrives, a warrior draws the arrow that is most trustworthy from his quiver. That's us, Arromen. And that's what you will become, Benny. I know it. Because when I look at this arrow, all I see are a lot of new ideas and a ton of potential.
We know we don't have all the answers.
And we are mature enough to recognize that we don't always know what is best for us.
That's why we are here.
That's why we're speaking to you right now, because we need your help.
We promise that if you will listen, we will speak, honestly and with patience.
All that we ask is that when we speak, you do your all to give us voice.
This has never been a perfect circle.
But it can be a ripple of hope to future generations.
If the future is one filled with better tomorrows, that can start right here, right now. It starts with us.
If you feel as we do, I ask that you follow me and these my brothers. Let us try to find the arrow together.